That body fails. Well, Lethal has proven to be one that the only way you can beat him is by knocking him out. That's just it. If he's conscious, he's going to kick out. I thought you were the champ.
Ooh! Yeah. A headbutt from Lethal. Yeah. Nice fist shot delivered.
I love it.
Yeah. Rocking David.
Let's get personal. Let's get down and dirty.
Notice you took oh my goodness, you took the words out of my mouth.
Hey, in for a penny, in for a pound. If you're going to make it personal, make it personal. Get all the way in their head and stay there.
Yeah, I've never heard that before, but I understood what it meant.
Driving the shoulder into the mat. David back with the advantage here in this World Championship match. Two athletes have been going at it tooth and nail, back and forth.
I would have expected you to say who's a gamer or something. I don't know.
I'm looking around this crowd, and everybody is focused on this. Everybody fixated on the two men in the middle of the ring. Everything's on the line.
You can't help it. These guys are putting on a phenomenal performance here. These guys, both of them, have shown heart. And that's something, you know, I really can honestly say I didn't expect from Taven. But Taven's proven me wrong here. Taven has shown that he can legitimately beat Lethal, but he has to do it.
Feet of the midsection, and it's Lethal. He's firing back with a big right hand.
Did you see that punch, though? That was a very lackadaisical point.
Taven up. Ooh. Front face Falcon Arrow suplex.
Notice how he opted to drop him down face first instead of take him over for the standard suplex. Why? Because of the injured shoulder.
Absolutely. When you go face first, you have to try to protect yourself. When you protect yourself, you're re-injuring that arm. Very good, Aldous.
Eyes and ears of the world are watching this one.
Certainly are. Taven launches that frog splash off the top. And if he hits it, he's going to leave Las Vegas.
I think it's too early, though.
The Ring of Honor World Champion, Matt Taven, going home.
Yeah.
But Taven was ready.
Yeah.
Lethal combination. But is that all the world champion has?
Yeah, normally he goes to the top for that and tries to finish with that hail to the king, but he can't do anything. He's hurt.
He had to buy time.
And right now, he is huffing and puffing as he gave everything he had to hit that lethal combination. It's created an opening. It's created space.
As a very brilliant, handsome man once said, it's nut cutting time.
What?
Who's got it? Who's got what it takes to be the Ring of Honor World Champion?
Finding out right now, Lethal blocks 3 strikes with 3 axe handles. And it's Lethal with the knife edge chops off the ropes. Irish whip reverse. Now it's Lethal sending Taven to the mat. Clothesline sends Taven down again. Insecurity rattling Taven. Woo! Yes, that's a nut cutting time right there. Lethal stalking Taven. Elbow!
That's a mistake.
Calling his shot.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, I heard it from ringside. You know Matt Taven heard it.
100%.
Well, I'll say the only worst thing about that is calling something out and there's nothing you can do about it. But if you heard it, it does prepare you.
Well, he better, but look, Taven's already up to his feet.
Yeah. Taven connects on Lethal.
Huge error in judgment from Jay Lethal there. I'm just going to say it.
The adrenaline flowing. It's Taven and Lethal, and it's about to get dangerous.
Well, if there's a kink in Jay Lethal's armor,
Look
I
at
will
the
say
intensity.
is sometimes he calls out his move before he does it.
Look at the intensity of Matt Taven. They're going all the way up. We're in the high altitude situation, boys.
Certainly are. This could decide the world championship. Whoever leaves, better for the wear here, as both men are perched on the second rope, and Taven's going all the way to
He's
the
going
top.
all the way to the tippy top.
Lethal delivering blows to the midsection, connecting on Taven. Taven now down to the mat.
Taven hit hard on his left hip.
Lethal climbing to the top. Oh, what the hell? What the hell?
I told you. I told you.
Oh, no! And it's Marcellia!
Are you serious?
With the baseball bat! And if this is the way the world
Here
title's
comes Gresham.
decided. Gresham on the outside.
He's outnumbered, but the champion's been hit with a bat. A bat!
And this is garbage.
I told you had to watch out for what else Taven had up his sleeve.
I don't know where I'm from, that's called assault.
I'm not necessarily saying I agree with it, but I'm just saying that I had it in the back of my mind.
And Gresham's on the outside. The attention clearly drawn to referee Todd Sinclair. Oh, God.
This will be ugly.
Was he?
Oh!
Oh, he just...
Get these pieces of human trash out of here! What happened? We need some help from the back. We need to get these idiots out of here.
Meanwhile, look what's happening in the ring.
This is what I'm talking about.
Both men are down.
These guys have brought a chair and they've brought a bat in. They're doing what they want to do, and nobody's doing anything about it.
I told you, Matt Taven.
This is what you want as your world champion.
Let's get him, baby. Let's put him away for good.
Put them away for good.
So we need security out here. We need referee. We need anyone we can. The world title is on the line.
World Championship on the line. I can't believe it's going to be decided this way.
Well, this is a separate fight that's taking place now, though, because they're focused on Gresham. Lethal and Taven are in the ring.
Here we go.
Oh, here goes Lifeblood.
Lifeblood is here. Haskins. Williams. And this is the match we were supposed to see.
Yeah.
And they're spoiling for a fight. Easy. And the Kingdom showing their true colors.
Look at the ring.
Yeah. When the
Look
score
what's
is
going on in the
even.
ring.
Look what happens when the score is even.
The cowards at the Kingdom are... Oh, no! Oh, God, no!
Look out! Look out!
This is crap!
No!
Taven!
No!
New champion!
No!
New champion!
Not like this! Not like this!
Two. No! Thank God! Thank God that Jay Lethal kicked out, because that would have been the biggest miscarriage of justice in Ring of Honor history.
I have to agree with you.
Gresham's being carried out of here. The Kingdom have left with yellow bellies. But look at this. Calling his shot, low blow, right in the yam bag.
Belvedere connecting in the climax.
If you ever needed an example of the heart of a champion, you just saw it.
Hooking the leg.
Victorious.
They're gonna hand it to him.
And home.
He had the leg hook, he had body on body, and he only got two. But what does Jay have left? That is the question.
Baseball bat shots. A low blow, the climax. That might have been all Lethal could take. Climax again, no. Holds onto the arm, Irish whip reverse, ducks down, instead it's Taven. Wow! Rolling through, neckbreaker.
He's had an answer for everything, and now he's going up top again.
Now, if he can hit the strong fast here. He can hit it here.
Then we'll have a new champion, Caprice. I have no doubt about it. Matt Taven.
Oh, he got all of that.
1, 2, no!
I can't believe it.
No!
My God. I've always start. If you get him real, if you get him rocking, you can beat him. But he's showing that you can't beat him even when you got him like this.
Jay Lethal every day has proved that he deserves the mantra of the greatest Ring of Honor world champion.
But you can't go for it twice. That doesn't work in anybody's book.
Franchise. And now Taven. Frog splash. Knees connect with the midsection.
Wait a minute.
1, 2. Oh, so close. Oh, cutter. Cutter.
Yep.
Beautiful presence of mind.
That's
A really brilliant transition from the champion.
That's it. But I think he's just using it to get space, to create space to recover.
Jay has got to dig down deep.
Whatever is left in the tank.
He's in serious trouble. There's a cover.
Ooh. He may have the advantage now, but long term, Taven is still in the driver's seat. Taven has hit it with everything he's got, Caprice.
I don't know, when you hit that cutter, man, he evens the score. But if he gets that spring on that cutter, it's over. I don't care what anybody says.
So, to your point, delivering the standing cutter there, likes to get that extra momentum and the lethal injection. Would that have been the difference? Taven showing a different side of Taven, showing the heart, the determination, all the credentials that make a world champion. Both of these men deserve the title. Only one man can go into Madison Square Garden the champion. Will it be Lethal? Will it be Taven? We will find out in Las Vegas. Nice chop connects.
In the Women of Honor match, we talked about money in the bank, and the question is, who has made the smarter investments in the early going of this matchup? I think Taven.
That would be Taven, but we're definitely seeing why Jay Lethal is the world champion.
The fans here in Las Vegas evenly divided.
Taven.
And I gotta say, they're almost pro Taven at this point.
No, it's still even.
When he's laying those shots in, he's not just laying them in, he's talking to him while he's doing it. This is so personal. This is such a rivalry.
5 years in the making. These two men who tuned in over the world television title.
Here they go.
2014 find themselves.
So dangerous.
Throw the catcher's catch can out the window and let's have a brawlski.
Irish whip now reversed. Springboard caught.
There it is, that torture rack.
Oh,
yeah.
Taven.
The lethal rack. He'll be your hero.
He's going to finish him by dropping him. Yes, sir.
What a move.
How much did that take out of his shoulder?
He's immediately trying to cover, though.
2. Ooh.
And could not get any leverage on that cover because of that injured shoulder.
Yeah.
He had to go for the cover, but he also had to leave that shoulder exposed where he kicked out.
And the reason why he laid on him with his back is because that arm was the only arm that could hold that leg up.
And I'll tell you, when you cover someone with your back, you always leave yourself open for the crucifix counter.
Yeah.
I've won championship matches with that exact counter. That's how I know. I need Colt Cabana with that, by the way, in case you keep it score at home.
I was.
Sizing up Taven.
Maybe you should. You might learn a thing or two.
It's Lethal, the world champion, looking to deliver the knockout shot on Taven. Charging in, fireman's carry position. It's Lethal with a Spicoli driver, running. It's Lethal going to the top.
You know what this sets up for.
Certainly do. Jay Lethal's tribute. A very effective one at that. Hail to the king. Oh, God, crucifix 2. Ooh.
What did I just talk about? The crucifix counter. He went for it, but look.
There we go.
Put a little Ric Flair
Coming again.
The figure 4. Figure 4 locked in. And that knee trying to get the blood flow back.
That's your NWA reference right there, champ.
Taven. This has got to be it. Taven is going through hell right now.
Yeah, we're about to see a real test of heart right here.
Look at the trash talking. He's ripping and tearing at that knee, and he's talking to him while he's doing it. What does Matt Taven have?
That knee has been surgically prepared more than once.
Ooh, he knows enough to kick out.
Look at Taven.
He desperately. He's
got to turn him over. He's got to turn him over.
Can he do it?
He's got the leverage.
Certainly does those long legs. Wow. Taven has done it. Taven has reversed the figure 4.
He's too close to the ropes.
He is. He's too close to the ropes.
Lethal may have ingested his own
He's
poison.
close to the ropes, but he's got to reach with that left shoulder. He turned it back over.
Lethal with the antidote here.
Not only is that hard of a champion, but he's not going to bend the rules even if he has a legal chance to.
2. Oh.
He would not have been breaking the rules if he would have done that.
Well, I'll tell you something else as well, because right now, because of that injured shoulder, this is a very advantageous position for Jay because he's using his legs.
Yeah.
He took a moment there. He could have gone to the ropes, but instead he tried to turn it back over because he knows this is as good a chance as he's had all match to win the belt.
Oh, and Taven's so close, almost winding up the tap. Oh, look at this.
Look at that.
Oh, but Taven, Lethal, sensing he was on the precipice of getting the tap, allowing the space to be created. Every time he went up, Taven inched closer and finally grabbing the ropes.
Yeah, but the damage is done.
There you go.
Lethal does not know what to do. Taven just said, calling over Todd Sinclair, saying he's destroying his knee. And this is Todd Sinclair's match to call here. He's got to use referee's discretion. If Taven can't compete, that is a reasonable decision to make.
Now this is what I want to see from Jay Lethal. I want to see a bit of that mean streak.
But I think that would be the last thing Taven needs to say, because if he hears him say that, he could call the match off.
I don't want to see any more kissing babies and shaking hands. No more politician BS. I want to see him get nasty.
Just driving the heel into the knee, the heel of that boot.
Well, how much nastier can you get to a back
Oh,
to the
look
face?
at this.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
great finding the legs now into the ropes. Lethal using tactics we haven't seen from Lethal in quite some time. Willing to bend the rules and hasn't reached that stage of the match, Nick, where Lethal feels like he has to do anything.
Go ahead, Ian. No, go ahead. I know you're the president of the Jay Lethal fan club, so why don't you call it like you see it? He's bending the rules. He's cheating.
He just got hit in the face with a bat. Are you kidding me? I've been
Matt Taven didn't do that.
Oh, Taven.
He didn't do it, but I guarantee he strategized it.
Look at this. And now, teeter totter, the fulcrum is the rope. And we're seeing Lethal and Taven.
You're worse
Shot
than a
to the
woman. You never
midsection.
forget anything.
Not supposed to. That's how you
Look
become
at
a hit.
Taven. Oh my God! God! Oh my God! Taven driving Lethal through the table. As we take a look now at the replay. Taven getting the final leverage point.
Oh my,
Oh, and that shoulder. Lethal finding a way
This could be it.
to
The match
twist
is
out of
over.
it.
I think this match is over.
Ring of Honor, there's a 20 count. Matt Taven coming into the ring at 9.
He's getting in, but
you can't win this on the count out.
Right.
You can't win the title on the count.
Matt Taven has to beat Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
Jay Lethal doesn't have to beat Matt Taven.
Right.
You know, Nick, despite your accusations, I'm not the president of the Jay Lethal fan club, but I will say this. If I'm Jay Lethal, I stay down until 20, live to go into Madison Square Garden, and fight another day as the Ring of Honor World Champion.
Maybe.
It's that simple.
Maybe, but this is, you got to talk about, when you're a champion, you got to be box office. And if you go into Madison Square Garden knowing that you couldn't win your last title defense, that's a huge knock to your ego, and it's not very good for business.
Well, we both know Jay Lethal's not going to do that, and Matt Taven just realized he can't win the title that way. That's why he's going to take and put Lethal back in the ring himself. He wants to win the title.
Taven now bringing Jay Lethal back to his feet. This crowd has been on its feet for the better part of the last 5 to 10 minutes.
Now Lethal's
Witnessing
in trouble.
this great world title match, an instant classic. Going for the cover. 2. Ooh!
I can't believe my eyes.
Not enough to hook the leg, just got body on body, and that might have been what cost him there.
But he's been hit in the face with a bat. He's went through a table.
The climax, the
Big
frog
climax,
splash.
frog splash, and he's still kicking out.
But to Taven's credit, let's listen what happened to Taven. Taven tweaked the knee earlier in the match. He survived a minutes-long figure 4. He survived the inverted Texas Cloverleaf. He survived so
And he
much.
survived that outside interference from Gresham, too. Let's not forget about
Are
that.
you kidding me right now?
Hand on Taven. Come on, Nick, you're doing so well. Oh! Actually liked being out with you. You hear?
The Kingdom were out here to support their brethren.
And then Lifeblood and Gresham had to come out here and start a brawl at ringside.
Yeah, support with a baseball bat. That's how you do it.
And Taven connected with a kick to the side of the head.
Not only to the side of the head, but to that left shoulder.
Oh, and that's rapid fire from Taven. And I gotta love this strategy.
Oh.
If he has, Taven has lethal. Backpack stunner. Hooking the legs. 2. Woo. Able to just roll Taven off of him just in the nick of time.
That was close.
He's past survival mode.
That was closer than close.
Lethal's past survival mode and instincts. I don't know where Lethal's grabbing this from.
It's Lethal's history of championship defenses. I think back to the great match against AJ Styles against Roderick Strong.
It's taking everything just for him to stand to his feet.
We see Taven, though, has a history of his own, looking to create history. Dropping Lethal, driving him down.
I see Lethal's hard. Yeah.
Cover, 2 and 3. No, just a 2
And
count.
notice the hand placement. He puts both his hands, all his weight on that left shoulder.
Yeah. Look at his eyes. His eyes are glassy.
We take a look here at Las Vegas. They have been into every second of this match. Taven and Lethal, so evenly matched so far, have divided this crowd. And it's Lethal! Lethal for the climax!
The phrase you were looking for, Caprice, is what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
There you go.
2! No!
Aldous, we disagree a lot, but I got a lot of respect for you, man. That's a great call.
That's when you know that someone respects you. When they've studied you enough that they know your own moves and use them against you.
Absolutely. Uh-oh. He's number 1.
Oh, that's not what he's saying, Caprice.
It's not.
He's trying to get back the psychological advantage. And here we go again.
Oh!
He's goading Jay here.
But Lethal, just the tip of the knee! From Lethal to Taven with love!
Taven's gambling here. He wants Lethal to empty the gas tank.
Lethal injection!
That's it.
Lethal injection!
That's it. Valiant effort.
He's going to the garden!
Yep.
1, 2, and 3. What?
No!
Are you kidding me? You can count on a malformed hand. The amount of people.
Listen to this crowd. You can count on one hand, Caprice, the amount of people that have kicked out of that. As we take a look at the replay, backhand break, lethal injection. Taven is not one of them.
A malformed hand. That means you don't have all
Look
your
at that front row right there. Look at these people.
Stunned.
How did this crowd start and where are they at now? It's 50-50 in here. Matt Taven has won some of this crowd over.
I think it's 75-25. I think the challenger has got people believing here.
I think these people are finally starting to see through Jay Lethal, see who he really is.
Oh,
No, I believe Taven has shown he can be champion. Taven has went up a couple of notches in my book. He's definitely proven himself tonight, but Lethal's went up a couple of notches as well.
Oh!
That's the Lethal I'm used to seeing. That's the Lethal I know.
Cutter connects on the apron.
They're outside the ring again. Where do we go from here?
Where do we go? How long have these guys been fighting?
Well, take a look at the replay here.
And look at that. Look at. Do you see how his knee connected with the ring apron there on the way down?
Absolutely, and I also saw the sternum being split by the apron as well. Almost cut in half. Oh, again! Again!
These guys will not be able to.
Somebody might be leaving here in an ambulance.
Yeah. Once the adrenaline shuts down, these guys are going to be hurt bad.
11 count. Lethal in.
And look at Lethal trying to take the cheap win here with the count out.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, he may well be the greatest Ring of Honor World Champion, but he's never faced me.
Oh my God.
That's the kind of integrity we're talking about here, gentlemen.
Taven back in. Why does everything got to be about you? We're seeing an instant classic here.
Ian, I've been calling the action like a total pro all night. You think I can't at least get a little business for myself?
Taven and Lethal giving it everything they got.
No, you're look. All kidding aside, these guys are giving everything they have, and they should. This is for all the marbles. This is the richest prize in Ring of Honor wrestling.
Well, we saw a table earlier. And Lethal introducing a table of his own.
Go ahead, Ian.
And
What's happening right now? What's he doing? What's your hero, Jay Lethal, doing now?
What's good for the goose is good for the game.
This is a
How dare
mistake
you.
by Lethal. If there's an offensive move performed through the table, obviously referee's discretion. But I got to imagine Todd Sinclair, a man of integrity, a man empowered by the Ring of Honor Board of Directors. I got to think that would be his discretion to disqualify
I can't believe
somebody.
you're using integrity and Todd Sinclair in the same sentence. But that's another story for another day. Let's talk about the integrity of your hero, the world champion Jay Lethal, setting up a table of foreign objects on the outside of the ring at the 17th anniversary of Ring of Honor, no less. Honor.
I can't argue with you, Nick. I really can't.
I know you can't.
I
Because
can
I'm right.
argue. Were you not around when he got hit in the face with a bat?
Hey,
Were you not around when he had-
wrongs don't make a right.
They call this the Moral Police, says Jay Lethal.
They call this the real world champion, the national treasure.
Lethal delivers a nice shot.
This has degenerated into a barroom brawl.
Lethal setting Taven up on the table.
This one's straight in.
Oh!
They're talking to each other. I love it.
Open hand across the chest.
Now, say what you will about the moral turpitude, but it's gotten personal, and that is good for business, boys.
I think it's been personal. Look at
Where
this.
is Jay going?
Lethal now brought down.
No, wait.
Oh! God! Right on the shoulder! Right on the shoulder! Did you see the adjustment on the way down, Caprice?
On the shoulder, on the head, on the hardest part of the ring.
Jay put himself in that position because he went up top, and I don't know, I think he might have got caught in two minds there. I don't know what he had in mind, but it was enough to let Taven capitalize, and now he's in serious trouble.
Tell me what he's doing now, Aldous. Tell me what he's doing. I need to hear it from you. What's going on here, Aldous?
Taven's retaliating to Jay Lethal's introduction of the foreign object.
Two wrong would make a right.
Hey, I'm not saying I agree with it.
Okay.
Where's your sweater, Mr. Rogers?
I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just telling it like it is.
No goose and no gamblers on this one?
A ladder which is used to adjust the lighting rig by the gaffers here at the Great Samtown Live Casino and Entertainment Complex in Las Vegas.
I'm glad you said that, Ricky Bonnie. Some people don't know how the ladder gets under the ring, and that's exactly how.
Jay, it's time for you to learn that I'm Matt Taven, the real Ring of Honor World Champion.
God, Taven.
You know what? He's saying that, but you know when he said it, he really believes it. He's proven a lot of it tonight.
You've got to believe it.
Yeah.
And Lethal's in the danger zone right now.
Notice how he said real Ring of Honor World Champion, because he knows the real world champion sitting at ringside right now.
Lethal dropping down to a knee
Dropping down to a knee.
and rolling in, tucking the clothesline. It's Lethal. Big drop kick.
This is dangerous.
Taven preventing what would have been a Jay.
I tell you what, right now he's wide open for if he's going for what I think he is.
Drop kick.
Taven's going to fall in his own grave that he dug.
We mentioned unforced errors earlier in the night, and you were absolutely right, Caprice. He may get his comeuppance here.
Todd Sinclair's letting a lot of this go, and I think he's doing the right thing by allowing that. He knows how personal this is. He knows there was no way that that these people are not going to be satisfied with a disqualification or a count out. So he's letting these guys go and letting them go for it, letting them play.
If Sinclair disqualified this match, a literal riot
Yes,
will break out.
I agree.
Lethal sizing up Taven.
And I think at this point in the matchup, both guys know that they're going to get a little leeway from the official.
What's he thinking?
So it's a level playing field.
What is Jay Lethal thinking? What is on his mind?
Even if he hits it, this will take
This is
so much
unwise.
Lethal.
Very
But we
unwise.
both know what to expect from here.
This is a bad idea.
You're right. Aldous, you're 100% right. This leads to no good.
This is lose-lose for Lethal. He's pushing all the chips to the center of the table.
Don't do it,
Good
Lethal.
Lord.
No.
Oh, my God. That's career shortening right there.
That could be career ending.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Lethal,
Huge mistake.
looking for the knockout blow, instead finds himself knocked out on the ladder.
Look at Taven. Look at Taven.
Smart.
Yeah.
Taven's getting some water. He's getting his bearings.
Take a look at
Very
the replay. Oh, there's so much.
Wow.
There's so much that could go wrong. Even if you connect with the elbow, you can blow out a knee, an ankle,
Elbow,
anything.
his hip,
Yeah.
his knee, his ribs, all connected with solid steel.
Yeah.
Instead, it was all of the above connected.
I believe it.
And you hear Todd Sinclair asking the world champion if he can continue.
Jay's not going to say he can't continue.
Is he able to say if he can continue or not?
Well, he's able to say it, but even if he could, he wouldn't say it.
These guys look like they've been in a car accident.
Yeah.
Our great camera team here, our camera crew getting right in the middle of the action.
Well, let's be real, Aldis. Anytime we step in the ring, we're legitimately going into a car accident voluntarily.
Son, I gotta tell you something. You know who's loving this right now? Marty Skrull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to challenge for the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Because you don't recover from a matchup like this in a couple of days. You don't recover from a matchup like this in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And the Garden is how far away?
You know what's scary? What's scary is the report that comes out tomorrow. The injury list report that comes out tomorrow. You don't know what's going on now. You just know these guys are hurt. But there's a list of injuries that is always produced after pay-per-views,
If I'm
and I
Marty
guarantee
Skrull,
these guys are
if I'm Marty Skrull, I'm licking my lips at the prospect of this. And in fact, I'm licking my lips because if Marty Skrull wins the Ring of Honor World Championship, then he and I will face each other at the Crockett Cup, and it could end up in a champion versus champion situation.
Now that's the way you plug a match there,
And
champ.
then I'll be the real world's champion, undeniably.
Here we have somebody
I
running out.
agree.
It looks like it's a member of the Ring of Honor staff. Of course, so many of the staff were used earlier to chase out Lifeblood. Jay Lethal saying no.
Oh, wait a minute. So let me get this straight. So these guys get to come out and help Jay Lethal, Matt Taven. Leave him alone. You're in the middle of a match.
I agree.
Leave him alone.
I agree. And Matt Taven taking matters into his own hands.
Get him in the ring and pin him. This is it.
Could it be? Cutter! Oh my goodness. Cutter! Just the tip of the knee. Of the leg.
Get it done.
That's it.
No. My goodness. What is it gonna take?
Stay on him. Stay on him.
You have to stay on him.
Don't talk to the referee. Don't worry about the people. Stay on Jay Lethal and win that championship.
But after you've done so much, you've hit him with your best. That's the only thing going through your mind. What will it take?
Got him.
Again,
Just the tip of the knee. Taven could be the 25th man to hold the title. He could go into the Garden. Taven, this could be your night.
Lethal eyes are
It's over.
closing. It's over. Look at his eyes. He's not responding. Yeah.
Come on, Matt. Finish him. Don't mess around with him.
He's gonna wake
Don't
him
get
up now.
cute with him. Finish him.
Oh, disgusting. Despicable.
Is this about the title or is this about the hatred for each other?
It's both.
Think about the title, Matt.
Oh,
Taven, I've lost count 5 or 6.
What a way to lose the championship.
No.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe it. Lethal was stiff. Lethal was not stiff.
I think that disrespect may have woken him up.
Yeah, that's why I said when he slapped him, he woke him up. Because before that, he was knocked stiff. When you knock somebody stiff, they're not in control of their body anymore. And that's the only way to beat Lethal.
Everybody in the building is
Look at
on
this
their
place.
feet.
They're on their feet.
Everybody is on their feet. This has been a clinic, but this has also been a war. And Caprice, I don't think they care about what comes tomorrow. It's all on the line. The only thing that they're thinking about is leaving here champion.
It is so loud in here we can barely hear ourselves. There is no tomorrow.
No! Cutter!
Out of the air.
But can he cover?
He's got to cover. He's got to hook a leg.
Could it be? Cover!
That's it.
1, 2,
That's it.
3. No! No! How?
Todd, how much longer can you let this go?
Todd was in perfect position. He has called this right down the middle. This is why he's the senior referee.
Look how long this match has been going on.
That's
Everybody
exactly what I was
in the
gonna
arena
say.
is on their feet.
You touched on something there, Caprice. I don't have a timer on this, but how long have we been going here?
This is crazy.
Lethal and Taven, 5 years in the making. Their careers and their paths intertwining.
At this point in the matchup, every decision you make is absolutely imperative because there is so little left in terms of energy and stamina.
I don't think they can move.
That every move you make has to be effective.
I don't think they can get to their feet.
It's got to be whoever plays to win and whoever doesn't play to lose. Whoever can land that knockout blow, whoever can land that knockout blow and win the championship. Who's got?
Listen, they're trash talking again.
Yeah,
This is so personal.
That's all they got is the mouth left. Their bodies are done.
But I'm
Both
telling
of
you,
them.
if one of these two can put that to the side and focus on strategy, then they're going to come out of this the winner. I guarantee it.
This is the only match I've seen where hate has actually fueled the intentions of this match.
I don't think that they'd still be going if they didn't hate each other as much as they do.
Yeah, you're right.
Ooh. We're going to slug it out in Sin City, boys.
It's the champion, challenger.
Don't worry, he will.
Challenger, and now both the champion and the challenger back to their feet.
Oh my God.
Enziguri, rattling Heyman. He wants him back to his feet.
He's ready.
Oh!
That one was flush on the chin.
Super kick. Oh! Super
And again.
kick. Whoa! Lethal is going to the garden. Lethal injection. The franchise is going to the garden.
That's it.
1, 2. No! Exasperation is the only word I can describe.
What are we witnessing here? Wait a minute.
Gotta get an official word here. Official for what?
Bobby Cruz is handing the championship to Todd.
The bell
But
rang.
it-
He's saying,
Ladies and gentlemen, the 60-minute time limit has expired.
oh my
The
God.
official decision of this match is a time limit draw.
No way.
What a heartbreaker.
I wanted to see an ending to that. I wanted to see, after all, Taven survived. After all, Lethal went through. Instant classic.
What an unbelievable battle. We saw everything. These two men gave everything they had. Now, these people want 5 more minutes, but that's not in the rule book.
Yeah, it's not
You can't do it.
possible.
Not going to happen, guys.
These
It's not
guys
in
aren't even moving.
Not in the rule book.
Yeah, Lethal's not even moving. Taven desperately trying to get one more back to the knee, desperately trying to get his knee pad off.
These guys are hurt. The crowd has to see
Yeah, I think
what's going on here. It's not possible to go
But
5
guys,
minutes.
guys, what does this mean for Madison Square Garden? Yeah, Jay Lethal is still the Ring of Honor World Champion, but there's a huge asterisk next to that statement now.
I gotta think it's Lethal versus Skrull.
But where does that leave Taven? In my mind, you can talk about survival of the fittest and everything else.
And speaking of survival of the fittest, the man that won survival of the fittest, the villain Marty Skrull.
I told you.
What
Nobody benefits from this more than Marty right now. And down the road, nobody might benefit more than this than me.
Marty Skrull. This could be a picture of what's to come. This
Things
could be
are
foreshadowing.
falling into place for the villain. And I'm telling you, wait a minute. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
And Marty Scurll.
Looks good, Joy.
It does look good. I gotta agree with him.
Marty Scurll could be the Ring of Honor World Champion. Once G1 Supercard is concluded.
That's not how you do
Hey,
it. No.
that's what I want to see, because then I get the chance to beat the Ring of Honor World Champion at the Crockett Cup.
Just look at your two guys in the ring. Either one of these guys could be champion. Taven might have punched his ticket to Madison Square Garden.
Taven, he very well could have.
In my mind, Matt Taven is the #1 contender.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He might have punched his ticket to Madison Square Garden.
Taven did everything that he could to walk out of here the Ring of Honor World Champion. And fans, I know there's more questions than answers right now when it comes to the Ring of Honor World title. We do know Marty Scurll will be competing for the Ring of Honor World Championship at Madison Square Garden. We assume he will face Jay Lethal. My producer telling me you have some sort of decision coming up on Ring of Honor social media, on ROHWrestling.com. But I didn't want to take anything away. We just witnessed one of the greatest Ring of Honor World Championship matches that I've ever seen and I've ever called.
Madison Square Garden is down the road, but right now we have to talk about these two men in the ring who just gave everything they have.
Well, I feel that anytime you change a plan, this is when you do it. Taven has just proven he
It's
can
gonna
be
happen
world
here.
champion. Yeah.
It's gonna
And so
happen.
there has to be a decision made of what's going to happen at Madison Square Garden.
These two guys hate each other so much. So they may go again.
Let's see what happens here.
Marty Scurll has left with the championship. Taven looking at Lethal. Lethal at Taven. What a situation. Taven can barely stand. Lethal can barely compose himself. Wow.
This ain't over.
Clearly frustrated is Matt Taven. And the world champion still Jay Lethal. Coming out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Here at 17th anniversary. Fans, you know, we've been talking a lot about Madison Square Garden. I understand there's more to come about that later tonight. We've been doing some great interviews on our social media channels. And right now, the picture says 1,000 words. Yeah. It's Taven, it's Lethal, Marty Scurll. Leaving with the title, Lethal still the champion.
Honor the history, live in the present, and experience the future anytime you choose as an Honor Club member. Join Honor Club today for live and on-demand access to ROH pay-per-views, on-tour events, the TV archive, and exclusive matches. But Honor Club is more than a network. Skip the lines with pre-sale access to ROH events. Receive 15% off at ROHProShop.com and more. Visit ROHHonorClub.com or download the ROH app to join now.
When two companies collide at the world's most famous arena, history will be made. Saturday, April 6th, Ring of Honor Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, at a sold-out Madison Square Garden. G1 Supercard, April 6th, live on pay-per-view.
Speaking of G1 Supercard, April 6th, Madison Square Garden, we have Ian Riccoboni, who is getting ready to introduce our guest for tonight.
Fans, we know Madison Square Garden just around the corner, coming to you live Saturday, April 6th, from the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, deep in the heart of the Big Apple, New York City. And on our way to this momentous occasion, the biggest event in Ring of Honor history, there will be nothing held back, including our entertainment. And it is my pleasure to introduce right now a man who's penned an original song, Going to the Garden. He's a Billboard artist. He appears in the Guinness Book of World Records, and he is an expert in nerdcore. At this time, I'd like to introduce international recording star, Mega Ran. Check, check, check. Hey. Vegas, how you doing? Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is my buddy T. Call. How you doing, man? Guys, there's been, I know you all know what's going on, but please make some noise for what we've seen thus far tonight. Oh my God. Woo! This has been such an incredible night.
and it's only going to keep getting better. So, as a huge fan, I realized, man, it's such an awesome show. And after this, of course, we know that we're going to Madison Square Garden. And I was like, that is so historic and amazing. And I decided to write a song about that. But first, I got some goodies. Teak, you got some goodies too? Yeah. We're not above bribery. But I do like noise. Make some noise. Yeah. Yeah. Over here. Yes. That's for